Hi, welcome back to Event Planning with Leslie. We were talking about event planning, the pros and the cons, and for those of you who are new to the industry and wanting to know what the positives are and what some of the negatives might be. Okay, so we've talked about setting your own hours and long hours, and we've talked about becoming very organized and living by the calendar. Pro of it all, I think, is getting to work with people during their happiest times. My pursuit of the event planning industry is because I like happy people, and I'm usually a person who sees the glass half full, so I enjoy being with people when they have something to celebrate or some reason to throw a party, or just even and not even just that. I have planned funerals, so I enjoy helping people and being there for them during their special occasions, whether they are the best of times or the worst of times. Generally, they're very grateful for the positive energy, the just being able to rely on me to know that things are going to get done, and to make sure and to know that I'm knowledgeable. They're very pleased with my service in the end. The cons of it, maybe with the bridal side, oftentimes, that term you've probably heard before, bridezilla. Well, she really does exist, and oftentimes she shows up when you least expect it. This is the person who feels like, it's their day, and you are there to make it happen no matter how unreasonable the request. You can't take a bride that might be a size 16 and find her that size 2 dress. It doesn't exist. So you have to work within some reasonable expectations, and that's one of the things that our job is, to not to offend the clients, but to make sure that they understand what is possible and what we have to kind of fabricate and make happen in another way to give them the feel or the essence of what they're looking for. So another pro that I think of that you might want to know about is just the financial side of it. Depending on what your agreement is, whether you're paid a flat rate or whether you're paid a percentage of the job, it can be very lucrative. The downside is that you have a lot of things that you're always doing. You spend a lot of time on the phone, you spend a lot of time connecting with people, and you spend a lot of time reviewing contracts and reading and making sure that you understand that you are meeting the client's expectations. So again, you become much more, I would say, a personal assistant almost to the person who is planning this event, to make sure that their dream is realized and that the vision that they have for the event is actually what is the outcome of the event. So I see that as a positive, but for you, if you have difficulty working with people or interacting with those, sometimes a little mind reading is necessary too. That may be a downside. So I would just say look very carefully, read as much as you possibly can about event planning, and then make the determination before jumping in.